Marilynne Robinson's 2014 novel Lila, the third installment in the Gilead trilogy, centers on Lila Ames, a young woman who transitions from a life on society's margins to becoming the wife of Reverend John Ames. As she adapts to her new role as the wife of a respected minister, Lila grapples with her traumatic past while trying to understand her husband's Christian beliefs. The narrative weaves together the present-day life of Lila and John in Gilead, with flashbacks to Lila's tumultuous upbringing alongside a drifter named Doll. The novel delves into themes such as shame, loneliness, abandonment, and the enduring impact of the past. Lila has been praised for its rich character exploration and its further development of the culture and people of Gilead, earning recognition as one of Robinson's finest works and winning the National Book Award in 2014. The story unfolds across multiple timelines, starting with Lila's difficult childhood and progressing to her life in Gilead as the minister's wife. Despite her attempts to leave her past behind, it continues to shape her experiences. As a child, Lila grows up in a home for migrant workers in the Midwest, where she faces frequent neglect and abuse. Her life changes dramatically when Doll, a slightly older drifter, takes her away, leading them both into a transient existence. They find temporary refuge in a remote cabin known to Doll, living there for a month before joining a criminal group led by Doan and Marcel. Life on the run is harsh, with frequent struggles for food and shelter. Doll, burdened by the challenges of raising Lila, considers returning her to her original home. After Doan abandons them for 4 days, Lila becomes deeply distrustful of others. Eventually, they settle in Tammany, Iowa, where Lila briefly attends school. When a family member, possibly her father, comes searching for her, Doll kills him and is later arrested. Though Doll escapes custody, she is believed to have died in the process. Lila then seeks refuge in St. Louis, ending up in a brothel where she works for a short time. Later, she finds work as a housekeeper for several years before a young Christian woman offers her a ride to Iowa. Lila spends time living in an abandoned cabin, working as a farmhand to save up for a bus ticket. She eventually takes the bus to Gilead, where she visits a church and meets Reverend John Ames, setting the stage for the next chapter of her life. Lila and John slowly build a friendship, despite his shyness and her struggle with trust. As Lila tends to his garden, she learns about John's past grief over losing his first wife and their stillborn child. Though she considers leaving, she finds herself increasingly drawn to him. One day, she casually proposes marriage, deepening their connection. Lila agrees to be baptized, and a month later, they marry. While they are content together, both are haunted by their pasts, and their intimacy is tentative. Lila gradually becomes more religious and trusting of John, but it is a challenging process. She often battles the urge to flee Gilead before John discovers her troubled past and rejects her. When Lila learns she is pregnant, her anxieties grow, as she worries about how her history might affect their future child. Yet she finds comfort in the thought that the child will inherit many of John's good qualities. When she hears of an abandoned boy living in her old cabin, she visits him, trying to help. John notices her secret trips and fears she might leave him. Though Lila cherishes their life together, she remains plagued by fears of loneliness, abandonment, and distrust. However, with the birth of their son Robbie, she finds a sense of peace through motherhood. Despite occasional thoughts of leaving Gilead with Robbie and returning to a life on the run, she recognizes that she loves John too deeply to inflict the kind of abandonment she herself experienced. Lila and John, while both still shaped by their painful histories, find solace in each other's company, sharing a mutual understanding of loneliness. Ultimately, they find a sense of contentment in their life together. Marilynne Robinson is a celebrated American novelist and essayist. After debuting with Housekeeping in 1980, she did not publish another novel for 24 years. Her Gilead trilogy, released between 2004 and 2014, has garnered widespread acclaim. Robinson won the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction in 2005, received the National Humanities Medal in 2012, and was awarded the Library of Congress Prize for American Fiction in 2016. She also taught at the Iowa Writers Workshop from 1991 to 2016. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.